In international news, the U.S. is beefing up its military presence in the Middle East. The Pentagon says it is sending an additional guided missile submarine to the region, and it has directed an aircraft carrier strike group to speed up its arrival.
The move coming as Hamas pushes back against resuming ceasefire talks on Thursday. The group wants mediators, including the U.S., to move forward with the plan that was already agreed to last month instead of holding more talks.
International correspondent Sarah Coates has more now from Tel Aviv.
Well, it certainly doesn't appear as though Hamas will be participating in this next round of talks, with the group saying it wants to negotiate based on past talks and not enter new ones, citing a number of reasons. One of these being the assassination of its Politburo leader Ismail-Haniyeh in Tehran, and also fresh Israeli airstrikes in Gaza. But this is certainly something that the United States and many other mediators have been pushing for, these two warring parties to close the gaps, really hoping that this could potentially bring an end to the conflict in Gaza, which could take the temperature down in other regions. Let's take a listen to what we heard from Vice President Kamala Harris.
First and foremost, and the President and I have been working on this around the clock, we need to get the hostages out. We need a hostage deal and we need a ceasefire. And I can't stress that strongly enough. It needs to get done, the deal needs to get done, and it needs to get done now.
So the status of these talks a little later this week does remain unclear, but at the same time, this region is really bracing for a feared retaliation from Iran, from Hezbollah, after the assassination of Ismail-Haniyeh and also one of the heads of Hezbollah. Now, there was a phone call last night between Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and the US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, with the Pentagon then releasing a statement shortly after announcing that it is accelerating the deployment of military hardware to the Middle East. We're speaking here about the USS Abraham Lincoln and a guided missile submarine. So certainly a lot of concern over this feared retaliation from Iran. And while there's been no change in the directive to Israelis here on the ground, the chief of Israel's Air Force has just announced that service members are now barred from travelling abroad after a new situational assessment. Sarah Coates, Scripps News, Tel Aviv.